talking of the coaching industry, overall, it has grown so tremendously over these recent years. What do you think are the biggest factors that are driving this growth?
Probably pandemic was one of the big kind of factors that drove this growth as well, right? Like people were, I would say, isolated and very much into their minds, so to say, very much self-reflecting. And I think a lot of people got inspired to work on themselves, right, throughout the time, because usually, when everything is kind of working fine, when we are going to work, when we have our family obligations, weekend coming up and all that, you don't really have time to think about those things, I think, as well, right? A lot of time we're kind of rushing through our life, rushing from work to something else, to then something else, and so forth. So I think in lots of instances, for loads of people, pandemic actually made them kind of force them, under quotation marks, to self-reflect, to see what is happening, what aspects of their lives they're not happy with, what aspects of their lives they want to work on. And coaching really offers that support, of course, to help individuals improve different aspects of their lives. I mean, there's so many different coaching, really, how can I say, like coaching areas, right? One can
Right.
coach on general life coaching to career coaching, what I do, right, to relationship coaching, to all sorts of different coaching. So I think that is one of um, the big things. And not to mention also, like we see a lot, like you're on LinkedIn a lot, I'm on LinkedIn a lot. We see a lot of talk about mental health, right? And it's becoming more and more normal to work on our minds, right? Like one of the things that I was just talking with someone the other day, which I find fascinating, for the lack of the other word, is how working on our bodies, going to the gym, is perceived as something normal, like, yes, do it. Whereas when someone is kind of working on their mind or working with a coach, oftentimes they're perceived as like, hey, what's wrong with you? What do you mean what's wrong with you, right? It's like,
Yeah.
what?